Hey fellow survivors, Explorer User here, and in today's video we're going to cover off where you can find yourself a bunch of the giant beehives in the wilds of the Olympus map so you can gather yourself enough honey to make yourself your own beehive. Alright, so our first spot is going to be right around this area before we hit the redwoods, and we are currently looking at 40 even on our GPS by 59.5, and you can see the map on the left where my little icon is there. We are currently in the northern Elysian fields, and I'll get you guys an aerial view here. Alright, so aerial view for you guys. I think the storm is just about finished, but we're going to roll with it anyways. We're currently looking at this kind of big old structure right here, and you're wanting to find basically these little almost slight cliff edges here. This one here is really nice because you can just walk right up to it and grab your honey. You don't have to worry about building a platform. But we found that when we were coming through here, there was this one, and if we went just slightly over yonder here, that there was actually a couple that spawned up in this area as well too. So you do got to look around, as you will find that there is a couple spots over here where they can spawn. I think there might have been one over here too. They moved on us, so you're gonna have to kind of come back and check from time to time if you're looking to get your honey and you haven't got enough to build your own giant beehive yet. Alright, so our next spot for grabbing yourself some honey is going to be on the Redwoods Island, and we are currently sitting at 0.9.9 by 34.3 on the GPS there, and you can see the very top of the map by my finger where I'm doing a little spin here. This is where we're going to be at, and I'm going to give you guys an aerial view here. Just one second. Alright, so here we are up in the aerial view. This is the Redwoods Island. We are in particular on the south side of the island here, kind of right in the middle almost. And you can see some of the other islands. The desert is over that way, just for reference point. But come on down here, and it is this tree that you're looking for right here. So there are two beehives, as you can see, on this tree. And we did a pretty thorough look around this entire island. This was the only tree that we found that actually had beehives on it. So I don't know if it'd be different on your map, but definitely do come here and check out to see if you've got some beehives here, and maybe give a sweep of the island just to see if there's any more. As I said earlier, the beehives do tend to randomly spawn and move a little bit, I've noticed. So these might actually move to a different tree. I don't know. So you'll have to check for yourself. And moving on to the next spot. Alright guys, so our first spot in the Redwoods, here we are. And we'll get you guys a look here, 54.6 by 54.6. And you can see my map to the left there, the little indicator where we're currently sitting at. And I will get you guys an aerial view here. Alright, so here we are with the aerial view, straight below us. You got your Mount Olympus over here, and you're pretty much on the very edge of the redwoods here, as you can see, along the river. So you can just come on up into here and just make your way on up to this little bit of a cliffside here. Now you are probably going to have to build yourself a platform in order to get up and grab yourself the honey. You might be able to drop down from the cliff edge there. I don't totally recommend it, but worth a try. But yeah, build yourself a ramp, get on up there and grab your honey, and you can run away safely. And let's get on to the next spot. Alright, next spot, cliffside here in the Redwoods, and we are currently sitting at 54.3 by 51.8, and you can see on the map to the left where we're sitting at, and we are actually just a little ways away. Our other spot was just over there where we were at currently. You can actually see the beehive right here in my little fancy scope. It's right there. And so again, this is another one that was pretty good to get at. You may have to build a little bit of a structure in order to get to it. You might be able to drop down and grab it and run without taking too much damage, but yeah, you might have to build a little structure to get up in order to grab yourself some honey. Alright guys, and so one of our very last spots here in the Redwoods, and we are currently sitting at 56.8 by 42.1. We're just below Mount Olympus here in the Redwoods, and you can see my little map indicator on the left there. And we will get you guys a bit of an aerial view here. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, as I was talking about for reference point, Mount Olympus there. And then coming down, here we are in the tree. Again, this is going to be another spot where you are going to have to build a bit of a ramp in order to get up to. You could probably put a bit of a platform here and just build it up and off the cliffside here and just go right up to it. But yeah, this is going to be one of our last spots. I got one more here. Alright you guys, at our last spot for today's video, and I wanted to share this spot here. We are currently sitting at 52.8 by 45.7, as you can see on the GPS, and the map indicator there to the left, you can see we are actually just a little bit north of the Redwoods, actually on the base of the mountain for Mount Olympus now. I wanted to share this spot. I don't know if it's been fixed, but it is worth coming to check here for yourself to see. It was a little bit glitchy as the beehive was actually kind of sticking out in the middle of the air just along or right in this spot here. I actually had to, like if I was to look forward right now, it'd be right directly in front of me. I'd have to actually move forward and jump up and almost kind of take fall damage in order to leap and grab it in midair and go. So this may have been fixed. I'm not 100% sure, like I said, so do come here and just check it out for yourself and just see if you've got a beehive here or not. Alright you guys, that's going to do it for today's video as the sun begins to set. And with that, hope you all enjoyed this one, and if you found it helpful, please consider dropping a like down below. And if you've got some spots that we might have missed where you know of some giant beehives and where you can get yourself some honey on this Olympus map, feel free to drop the coordinates in a comment down below. And with that, if you guys are playing this map, also feel free to comment on what you think. The new updates that came out here, really digging what the map creator's done with it. And with that, if you guys are also playing and you want to find yourself some beaver huts and cementing paste, well then click on the video that's about to pop up on the end here. And with that guys, hope you all have an awesome day, and we'll catch you in the next one.